Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. A Bedford County Supervisor is trying to stop a statewide constitutional amendment referendum from reaching voters this November. The proposal is tied to reproductive rights in Virginia and was filed in direct response to the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. ABC 13's Hayden Robertson explains why the plaintiffs say this amendment cannot legally be on the ballot this November.
Republican Bedford County Supervisor Charla Bransley filed the 35-page lawsuit in Bedford County Circuit Court. She and her legal team, the Liberty Counsel, believe this amendment was passed improperly.
What she's trying to accomplish is forcing the Commonwealth of Virginia to follow the Constitution, Article 12, Section 1, and the Virginia Code, Section 30-13.
Daniel Schmidt, Associate Vice President of Legal Affairs for Liberty Counsel, shared in the lawsuit that Lynchburg, as well as Bedford and Campbell Counties circuit courts, did not receive proper notification. By state law, the proposed amendment be posted at state courthouses 90 days before the next General Assembly election, which was in November.
That it was required to be noticed to the circuit court of every circuit court in the Commonwealth, and that was not done. There's a requirement that it be posted on the courthouse doors at every circuit court in the Commonwealth. That was not done. It must be available for notification or for inspection at the courthouses. That was not done.
Here in the Commonwealth, abortions are only allowed up until 27 weeks and 6 days, which is the end of the second trimester. According to the Virginia Code, anything after that would have to meet one of these reasons: if the pregnancy would cause the mother to lose her life, or if the pregnancy would hurt the physical or mental health of the mother. I spoke with former U.S. Attorney John Fishwick on what this amendment would do if passed.
Would make it much more difficult for future members of the General Assembly to change the laws as relates to abortion access. And if this constitutional amendment does pass, it makes abortion more accessible to individuals in the Commonwealth than it currently does exist.
Several of the proposed constitutional amendments are facing lawsuits, and Fishwick says he expects more.
These are challenging issues that the courts are facing, but I think you're going to see more and more litigation over all of these constitutional amendments.
Bransley and her legal team are seeking an injunction to remove the Reproductive Freedom Constitutional Amendment from the ballot this November. Reporting in Bedford, Hayden Robertson, ABC 13 News.